Fresh off my final destination, avoiding the Pikachus and Pokemon trainers not settling.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy, TheWon, aka Jodecideion on YouTube, and I'm bringing you Out from the Side of My Neck presents Nintendo E3 2011 Conference Review. When I woke up this morning and I was thinking about Nintendo's conference, I had three objectives I wanted them to cover. And if they did this, I felt they would have a great conference and the best overall E3. 1. Address the present. Show me why the 3DS is still relevant. Show me why the 3DS is still the current standard when it comes to handheld gaming devices. 2. Show me the fate of the Wii. Show me if there's a future for it, or show me that it's dead. Address it. Show me the future of Nintendo. Show me your next direction. Explain to me what Project Cafe is. And even though they've only succeeded in covering 2 of those objectives, they did those 2 in such a way that I'm not upset they didn't go 3 for 3. Nintendo started the conference by setting the mood, letting you know who they are and who they have always been. And they did this by introducing Zelda, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise. Overall, I'm kind of excited what they have planned, even though I think there should be a lot more, and hopefully there will be. The main thing I really enjoyed was the free DSi download of 4 Swords. I'm assuming this is the version that was on the Game Boy Advance, or it could be a brand new game. Not quite sure, but still, I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad it's free, and I'm glad it's that game. I love that series that was created for the Game Boy Advance, and that was on the GameCube also. Next, they went into The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And this I was excited about, just to see the finished game, what this game is actually going to be about, and where do it fits in the overall Zelda universe and Zelda timeline. And from what I'm seeing in the trailer, you basically have 2 worlds, one above the clouds and one below it. And below it is where all the action takes place, but at the same time you will be going back up top. I love the graphic style. I love the presentation of it. I'm glad to know that Wii Motion Plus is being used fully, and I'm looking forward to this adventure. Where would it stacked up compared to other Zeldas? I don't know. To me, they're all different in the way when it comes to the content of the story, that I can never judge them all compared to each other. If you like the story, you usually like the game. So we'll definitely have to see about this. But as of right now, I'm looking forward to this game that will be out later this year. You could definitely tell by the pace that Nintendo had a plan, that Nintendo had a purpose. I don't know why they decided to make this conference shorter than last year. I mean, last year had the introduction of the 3DS and a lot of Wii software, so I guess you needed all that time. And this year, they were kind of low on the DS side of software and maybe on the Wii software. We don't know because they didn't show any. But they really wanted to focus on 3DS, their current baby, and then the future, which is Project Cafe. The 3DS presentation was a reassurance to current Nintendo fans. Basically let them know that the 3DS has a purpose, it has content, and that content is coming soon. When you're dealing with your current Nintendo fan, your current younger Nintendo fan, they grow impatient quickly. They're not used to waiting for games like some of us older gamers are. And so they need new content, even though they don't plan to even buy it at launch. They need to know it's coming. And so this presentation for the 3DS was all about that first-party Nintendo content, that first-party AAA content, system-selling content was on its way. Star Fox 64, we already knew was coming. We know what to expect. It's a remake of a N64 game, but now with motion controls, capabilities, improved graphics, and maybe an improved multiplayer, even though that multiplayer is not online. a big mistake, but still a game I'm looking forward to and I'm definitely going to buy. I love Star Fox. And maybe this game will set the groundwork for a possible new Star Fox game in the near future. Next, Kid Icarus Uprising. It's great to see this game as it gets close to completion, to get a better idea what this game is. Another action shooter, another game that now has multiplayer, 3-on-3 combat. Let's hope this has online capability. But I was impressed with that. Feel good about that. Another action, a lot of core games. Next, the new surprise from last year, Super Mario 3DS, or Super Mario. It's 3D Mario in 3D. It seems like it has features from 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. So it's a mixture of all the best things from those games into one. Could it be the best 3D Mario game we ever played? We won't know till we play it. But I trust Miyamoto and I trust Mario. They've never failed me. So I'm looking forward to this. Then there was Mario Kart. This looked like a combination of Wii and DS. I saw some familiar tracks from the DS version. I saw some familiar tracks from the Wii version. And I saw some new tracks and some new ideas with the whole look like a skydiving attachment to your car and some customization. If we get some DLC, new stages, monthly, or maybe even some creative stages like Mod Nation Racers, this could be the best Mario Kart until they make it one for the Project Cafe. Finally, the surprise. I'm actually looking forward to because I've seen it in 3D already. Luigi Mansion 3DS. Luigi Mansion as a franchise is built to be in 3D. I'm telling you, if it look half as good as the GameCube version in 3D, it's gonna be really, really visually spectacular. You're gonna fall in love with how it looks. So I'm looking forward to that, and they're all coming this year on 3DS. So you add those games with Zelda coming in a couple weeks, with some of the third-party games that are now dropping. The 3DS is going to pick up, and it's really going to flex its muscle. It has to now, because everybody's all excited about the PlayStation Vita and its price. Now that we know Nintendo got games, it's going to need more than that price to succeed. Nintendo was talking about being deeper, being wider, and that totally came to be when they finally unveiled Project Cafe as Wii U. Basically a evolution of what the Wii was. I know there are a lot of gamers out there right now who are upset seeing this, seeing the same kind of interface, seeing the same kind of looks, even though they were in HD. And they thought to themselves, I thought Project Cafe was supposed to be the return to the core. I thought the Project Cafe was supposed to be about us. You PS3 and Xbox owners, Nintendo's known a long time ago that you're never ever going to support them. You're never ever going to be down with them. Wii U is about the new core, the core that came in with the Wii. They are now Nintendo's core. The Wii U is the first, and I mean first, truly backwards compatible console ever made. It's the first console that plays all the games from your past generation and use every accessory. If the price is right, which I believe it will be, Nintendo has pretty much guaranteed that the 86 gamers it has with the Wii will transfer over to Wii U. They've guaranteed it. To be an Xbox owner and your system only lasts 4 or 5 years and then it's gone, and get a 360 and you can't play most of the games you bought with your Xbox, it made you upset. To be a PS2 owner and then get a PS3, and if you didn't buy that first model PS3, you couldn't play your games, and now you definitely can't. It makes you upset. They make money off of you buying their hardware and buying their accessories. Nintendo's basically said, all you need to buy is our new system. That's it. The new controller, and then everything else you already have is still relevant. And they pretty much guarantee that the games that made the Wii successful will be there. Even though they were only demos, the same style, the Mii's, the same kind of multiplayer games about people being together and family oriented. Even showing a new take on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. You're talking about some of the biggest selling games of all time, and in this generation, definitely all coming back in new versions and new ways. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, 14 million plus. Wii Fit, 20 million plus. Wii Sports, 40 million plus. Counting systems, counting as a pack in. You don't get better sales than that, and they're all coming back in new kind of ways. I'm gonna have another video to explain to you what the potential of Wii U is, because I don't think the average person really understand what it can actually do and what it can do to bring the game in. I'm telling you, it can change things if the developers jump on board. Overall, the conference, we really can't tell who's already there, because people was expecting Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto 5. We didn't see that. No one saw that. That game is currently not available. But I tell you this, with the HD capabilities of the system and being what it is, a Wii gamer now, a true Wii fan, has no business in buying another console. Because now, we can almost guarantee he would get a version as good as the other consoles. You're going to get all the third-party games they get, and plus these brand new Nintendo experiences. And if we're lucky, the creative third-party developers will make even better games. Because I'm telling you, with this controller, with the Wii U controller, it's quite possible. You can have experiences you've never played before. But like I said, that's another video I'll do later. If Nintendo did anything to impress the core, or at least the gamers who on the Wii who play core games, their association with EA, their deal, whatever it is, that's a start. To be honest with you, it's the same kind of situation that the 360 had at the beginning of its life. People forget, Microsoft made deals with EA first, and that helped them establish Xbox Live and get those gamers into that system. And then they moved on to Activision. Nintendo could be following the same footsteps by letting EA have some kind of control over their online service, some way to make it as good as the other guys, as the standard currently is. And then from there, following the 360 footsteps, Nintendo can then move to Activision and maybe even other third parties. So it wasn't a move that everybody wanted. Everybody wanted to see Rockstar at Nintendo's conference, but still, I think it was a good move that they did. If there was any downer in the conference, it was the absence of the Wii. You can get online now and see trailers of games that they didn't show that are coming out, a new Kirby game, things like that. But this could have been a chance for Nintendo just to show that the Wii is still alive to them, it's still relevant. We know that the Wii lives on in Wii U, but still, we have Wiis now. What are we going to be playing now besides Zelda, besides Kirby? There's still hope at the rest of this conference that they say something about some games that Europe is getting. Your Xenoblade, your Last Story. It's still hope for that. I wish they would have took time to address that, but as you can see, their conference was short anyway, which I still don't understand why they had such a short conference. So if I had to rate the conference compared to the other guys, it's definitely better than Microsoft, and so on surprise factor, it's better than Sony's. But overall, I would give it to Sony just because they addressed the here and now, where Nintendo only did when it comes to 3DS. The Wii is just out there in limbo. We don't know what the deal is. So there you have Nintendo's conference, y'all. Honestly, Nintendo wanted to, they could have did some overkill. They could have totally exploded and just took over E3. But I think they saw the other conferences and felt they didn't have to do too much. Either way, I'm very excited about the new console, Wii U, and I can't wait for next year. Be sure to come back later to my channel, y'all. Hopefully today, if not tomorrow, and see some more videos as I cover Nintendo at E3. This is TheWon. Peace.